So some considerations for foliar sprays, and there are many. So once again, flea beetles must be present and active. So you want to avoid revenge sprays. Uh, if the flea beetles are no longer present and active, the damage is done, and putting an application of insecticide down isn't going to benefit you, and you could actually do some significant damage to the natural enemy complex that can help control subsequent pests in that crop. So be aware of what's happening with your flea beetles before you put a foliar spray down. Foliar applications should not be made when pollinators are not active. Of course, that isn't a factor in seedling canola. And in the case of group 1A insecticides, that is carbaryl, this is a contact and ingestion toxin. You're going to see a moderate increase in toxicity. And the reason the asterisk is this has been well studied in other systems, not so much in brassicaceous systems to my knowledge. But you are going to see a moderate increase in toxicity as the temperature increases. In the case of 1B insecticides or malathion, this is primarily a contact efficacy substance, and so residues can be very impactful for this. Residues, however, are relatively short-lived for this compound, so typically 1 at most about 9 days. But efficacy improves over 20 degrees Celsius. So on those really warm days, this might be a really good option. And I'll introduce another idea in an upcoming slide that favors the rotation of modes of action as well. Group 3 insecticides. These are primarily contact, but they can also, I have an injection, that should be ingestion toxins. So that is both contact and consumption of these substances, primarily deltamethrin, influence the efficacy of these toxins. Residues for these are typically going to last a little bit longer than you're going to see with malathion, typically 5 up to 10 days. However, very warm temperatures above about 25 Celsius is going to reduce efficacy. And this is across the board for group 3s. Best studied in deltamethrin, but there are label statements associated with these products to not use them under very warm conditions. And the reason being is that you lose efficacy with them.